Alright. We was gonna come out and down here where the river makes that bend, there's a really cool canyon. But we ran into a kind of a glitch. Hunting license, fishing license, not a problem. But right here, I could outlaw it, but generally whenever I can be with somebody, they can break the rules, but if I try to bend them a little, I get caught. So anyhow, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go on this road and we're gonna come out at the head of the canyon. You can go up there and you can hike all the way down to the river, not a problem. But if you cut across this, apparently they don't like it. So anyhow, and we got the BLM office right there. So anyhow, then the river is right down there. I've got some big ass fish there. So anyhow, slight change of plans, 29 degrees. It was snowing up at home when we left this morning. So, see what happens. We might get some snowflakes running around. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean that the way that it, you know what I meant. Alright, I'm going to zoom in on this. Right back up there's where I hunt bears. Depending on what this storm does, we have a natural landmark. You can look it up. It's called Needle Rock. Takes me about 30 minutes to get over, but it's right in the middle there. You go back in there, that's Big Sand, Little Sand, Tater Heap, Saddle Mountain, Black Mesa, and Needle Rock is right there. Over here, we have the Cimarrons. I believe there's a couple 14ers in there. And then the San Juans. And Red Mountain Pass from Ouray to Silverton peaks out at over 12,000 feet. My buddy Tony can tell you all about that. He rode his motorcycle over and had to pretty much froze his ass off. But that was in June, I believe it was. Wouldn't take a motorcycle over it now. That's one of the most dangerous passes in the United States. They call that Little Switzerland of America. I've hunted elk back up on the Cimarrons. I've hunted elk and deer both. Up on the San Juans. Holy shit. But I have my best luck. Let's find a spot back up there. Not necessarily back up there. I hunt from, I don't know if those snow fields right there. I hunt from there damn near all the way back to Utah. I would show you the mesa, but I don't think we're gonna see too much of that. So anyhow, I want to personally, I've been to the Medicine Wheel up on the Bighorns. I've been to Devil's Tower. I've been to Glacier Park. I've been to the Montana Vortex. Where in the hell else? There's another spot just south of Jackson Hole, Wyoming that is kind of odd. I've drove by the Needle Rock for 30 years and never knew that it was on that vortex list. So depending on what this storm does, how snowy and icy it gets, I want to run over, and even if I can't get to the top of it, well, you can't. You have to have climbing gear and all of that shit, plus you have to have permits. But there's a trail that goes back around and goes back up there, and I want to go over there and see if I personally experience anything. Something has to be the cause of making your body vibrate. Some things are just naturally occurring. Alright, we got shit to do. Later. Alright. So, right back here on top of this hill, that's where we just turned off of. This is the same little canyon. About the only time I ever come out here is in the winter time. In the summertime when it's 110 degrees, I ain't doing it. So anyhow, hopefully this will be kind of interesting. And the dogs can just run. What the hell? Who came up with this leash law shit? Especially out in the middle of nowhere. Huh. Makes no sense to me. But this little slot canyon is kind of cool. Be cool to get a picture of that rock with water running down through here. I wouldn't want to be down here if it opened up and started raining very bad though. All right, once I get dropped down in here a little ways, it's only 19 degrees, so I'm trying to keep gloves on. Figure once I get rolling pretty good, everything will start loosening up, warming up. But I don't know, for some reason I think that's just awesome. Alright, later. Alright, I've been hunting for a situation like this. I'm going to show you guys an illusion of this hill disappearing and making you think you're in a spot you're not. If you watch this, that hill probably isn't totally going to disappear unless I swing way wide. But as you can see in the skyline, it keeps shrinking. Now if we come over this way a little more, it looks like even more of it's gone. When you're looking at details, and you have to pay attention to the whole thing. I mean, This stuff really isn't rocket science. All right, so now in 50 feet, 30 feet, yeah, probably 50. In 50 feet, I've just hit a mountain. Well, not a mountain, but a hill. Something to think about. All right. Let's get into this a little bit. I think a lot of people are in a comfort zone with Kenny. I may come across as I don't like him or whatever. That couldn't be farther from the truth. The thing I don't like is I don't like how all of this has unfolded. I mean, you can say what you want to, you can believe what you want to. Kenny had more videos. I was subscribed to his channel. So when the creepypastas and all of those started coming out, back in 2015, YouTubers that have gone missing and those, I kind of seen then this was headed into a shit show. I will say this right now, you can like it, you don't have to like it. I believe the real victim in this is Kenny's daughter and his granddaughter. I think on some form of a level, you have had family members stonewall, take a code of silence, or kind of a good cop, bad cop thing. You don't have to like that. Does that mean I don't like them? No. It means I don't like their actions. I don't like what they have done. My right. Same as it's your right to worship them if you choose to. But what it all comes down to is you have to look at every angle, every aspect. Pretty cool. Leg bone. Probably a calf. Beef. A lot of cattle die out here. But anyhow, my thought is pretty simple. People don't have to like what I do. You don't have to like how I talk, because at my age, I am beyond the point of sugarcoating. I am not going to conform to the politically correct, safe space, blow smoke up your butt, coffee house crap. I just ain't. So if you are interested in actually going down, we're probably going to go down rabbit holes. I'm not scared of rabbit holes. 9 out of 10 times when you go down a rabbit hole, it will lead you to something bigger. Anyhow, more about that later. I have made it very public that I think Sharon Pilgrim has more involvement than is let on. At the same time, in trying to prove that point, I've also found some things that are not, I don't want to say I can prove she's telling the truth, because I can't. I mean, wherever I go, I'll show my pickup. I don't care. I'm not going to give you the illusion that I followed my dog up my own ass and I'm out in the middle of nowhere if I'm 30 feet from my pickup. If I'm 30 feet from my pickup, I'm 30 feet from my pickup. Who cares? And that is a point I'm getting to with the 9-hour wild hike storyline. I believe she went out in the desert. I believe she went with Kenny. I believe they were out there until they was ready to go back to the house. I'm not taking that away from her. But I have a hard time with some of what she says. But I have found something that, to me, lent her a little more credibility for the time. That's kind of cool, the way that rock's painted. White, yellow, red, gray. So anyhow, I have my own style. I am older, and to be honest with you, like I said, I don't sugarcoat things. I don't care about your safe space. I don't care if mommy needs to hold your hand and powder your butt. The thing that I respect the most is people that can think for themselves, follow little hints, and see where it goes. If a person goes out, if I'm walking by this rock right here, my body starts vibrating. I kind of get a feeling of, maybe I ought to get the hell out of here. I'm going to notice that. Whether somebody else experiences it or doesn't is irrelevant. But if you are trying to look for things, you need to look at possibilities. I present what I find, and it is what it is. You don't have to like it. You don't have to accept it. But one thing, if you leave a comment, don't be a bitch and come back and delete your comment. I have comments go missing, and I'm not 100% sure why. I went through my settings. I have every possible filter. Ooh, that's cool. I have every possible filter turned off. I don't care what you say. I got big shoulders. Kind of look at it like you see these guys go into Walmart or something, you got to take a leak, and first thing they do is run over and wash their hands. I don't know about you, but my parents taught me not to piss on my fingers. Hey, it is what it is. So, just one of those things, you know. If you have the balls to type it, don't sprout a vagina and pull your comment. Scooter. This is cool. This is the way this canyon starts getting. Then I have some 6-8 foot drops, and so anyway, that's kind of what I wanted to discuss on what I'm doing with Kenny. I have a full outline. And that outline is constantly growing. And I'm trying to get a hold of David Politis because I want him to go through and see if this meets the criterias. I don't think it does, but that's a whole different video, and I'll get into that one. So, anyhow, hard to believe 30 years ago we used to pack kegs of beer down here, build bonfires. Holy crap, we were retarded, but it was fun. What the fuck? So anyway, this one's kind of long-winded. Most of my videos are. But, you know, it's up to you. Buckle up and enjoy the ride. Or grab a binky and a pillow. Ooh, coyote well. Huh. What are you doing, Jip? Locking in the hubs. Alright. Well, let's see here. We have a step down. Man, I probably should have got expert pointers on that one. What? You got up there. You figure it out. You coming? I knew you could do it. All right, Jippy. Any of these coyote wells any good for you? No water. All right. So that's my little spiel about what I'm doing with Kenny, what I'm looking for, and something to think about. As much as I am trying to debunk, I don't have a closed mind. I will put forth whatever I find. I mean, just the way it works. So anyway, I'm going to cut this one. I'm going to get some pictures because this is where it starts getting awesome. All right, later. All right. This is kind of cool. We only went about 20 feet. But this is where the canyon really starts to sink. What the hell was that kid in Utah's name? I want to say Aaron Rodgers, but I'm not sure. They did that movie 127 Hours for him. Hell. Anyhow, he was from Colorado. That ain't shit. All right. I hate that button. All right. Huh. Uh-oh. Let's check with the chain of command here. I could have jumped, but I just love being a smartass. Little bathtub. That one's more like a little bathtub. What do you think, Jippy? Our little rattlesnake plants. I've never seen a rattlesnake here. They say we have them. I've just never seen one. Doesn't mean they're not around. All right. Yeah, as this keeps going, shit, I went back there for the sole purpose of getting a picture. All right, later. Holy Christ. I always depend on the dogs to cut a trail. And the little Sallies got hung up over here. Come on, let's go. Come on, Jip. Come here, Bunny. Bunny, come on. Come here. Come here. Come here. I'm going to leave you two dipshits here. All right, go to the pickup. Load up. They'll figure it out. Unless they're trying to warn me. There is something down here you hadn't ought to mess with. Let's go. All right. Get over here. Cow dogs. Ain't afraid of nothing, and 3 feet scares the living shit out of them. What do you do? When Gypsy was a little pup. Come on! What I used to do when I would go fishing, in order to get her to stay with me, I would let her get out ahead of me. I mean, and then I would hide from her. She would go into a full-scale panic. But what it did was taught her to hang out. This pisses me off. When I was a kid, we didn't do dumb shit like this. Have to come in and... What the hell does that do? Other than get your ass kicked if somebody sees you doing it. Kind of pisses me off. Anyhow, we're getting down here to the old party place. Ran a little bit of water. Let's see. Oh yeah. Oh. All right. I promise, if I ever see somebody doing that, we are setting up a tripod, and I am going to be posting a video of a can of spray paint not being lubed and going straight up somebody's ass. I don't care. And I'm not saying I'm the toughest guy in the world, but I do get postcards from the other two. Holy shit. Christ. I'm sorry I done this video and came here now. It's times like this, I am in full support of eugenics. These gene pools need to be taken out of the reproduction pool. I wonder if the railroad tracks are down here about a mile, and I am kind of wondering if that's not, if the bums ain't following this up. And see, what we used to do when I was a kid, we used to come in from this hill. There's a cow trail, go around that corner, it side hills up, and it shoots over to the parking lot where I started this morning. And there would be 40, 50 of us. And what we would do is pack a keg of beer back here, and we'd build fires. Only thing is, we had a bonfire ring. And then when it was cold, what would happen is this would kind of trap the heat, but the smoke would go out. I mean, right here's smoke. We didn't realize the lasting effect we was going to have by creating a chimney. But yeah, this is a place we used to party at. We never did no stupid shit like that, though. Christ. Pisses you off. I was going to turn around right down here, but I didn't count on the dogs not wanting to come down that little chute, and I did not count on experiencing stupid assholes vandalizing everything either. All right, I'm gonna climb out of here. I'll probably open up once I catch up to the dogs and kind of shake off. Makes no sense. We need to have selective breeding programs. All right. All right. Let's see. I guess I should go like that. I better chain of command. I hope that's the way you would navigate through something like that. Otherwise, I'll have to ask for your mercies, graces, and forgivenesses. I would laugh at that, but this pissed me off. That topped it off. All right. I'll catch up with you in a bit. Oh, jippers. Come here, pretty girl. All right. Come here, Jippy. Come here, Jippy. Oh, you're not in trouble. I ain't gonna make you do something you don't want to do. Hi, bun. Hi, bunny. All right. My girls, they're happy. She thought she was in trouble for not staying with me. I figure if I leave her behind a few times, she will decide on being a little braver, or if she's going to be a Sally girl. Gotta admit, pretty awesome down here, other than asshats. All right. Think I'm just gonna get some pictures on the way out, and yeah, that took us about an hour. So I need to start working out anyway. Go pick up the kid and see what happens. Another piece of chert. But that one's embedded. That ain't gonna get kicked out. Hey. I call that the resting chair. You go down, and then when you get back to it, kick back, contemplate how to catch those assholes that are spray painting, and the perfect torture. I'd say throw them out of helicopters. Works for me. But that's my answer for everything. All right, later. All right. So I just passed the painted rocks and got the very first strawberry quartz. Huh. What the hell is that doing up here? Wash down. Huh. Quartz is a good rock to know. You can get a spark with quartz too. Only problem with quartz, chert, is, unless you can find a vein that has some thickness and it's solid and not all fractured. See if I can get some snowflakes go through. You really can't do much for tools with it. It's real fine snow. Maybe it'll be snowing a little bit better once I get out of the desert. The puppies are thirsty. If you guys wouldn't have been sissy lalas, you could have got a drink, Jippy. We'll get you back to the pickup and get you some water, okay? Kind of figure. I really didn't count on the coyote wells I'll be being froze over, which doesn't make much sense considering the temperature this morning was 19 degrees. So should have thought about that and threw an extra water bottle in my backpack. But I'll get a drink when the girls get a drink. I need to put a plastic bag in my backpack. Then I could just scratch out a spot in the dirt, get a natural depression like that, put the bag in it, pour water in it, and then the girls could have a little bit of a drink anyway. So anyhow, I think you guys seen most of this. Just, I was going the other way. I do know up here there is no gold. Some of the old timers back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, they hunted for uranium up here, but I think most of the uranium deposits were farther west over by Moab. Yeah. Huh. I really wish they wouldn't have spray painted the hell out of everything. It's kind of a bummer. I'm pretty sure that if a person hung a sign down at the end of the canyon, up here at the head of the canyon, over in the parking lot, vandals will be executed, pretty sure somebody would take that down. But then a person would have to sit out here on guard duty. That's the kind of shit that gets things shut down. You got the government will have one of those kids doing an internship out here. One of those kids will see it, and well, I don't know. Seems like half these college kids are Antifa anyway, so, but that's a whole different topic for a whole different day. All right, I got to go around this, up, around. I think I might have one more switchback after this. I have to get on the other side of the power lines. Yeah, I got a couple more switchbacks, so. All right, hey. I was hoping to get some snowflakes. It might be too fine. Anyhow, later. All right. I don't know if these snowflakes will show up or not. Anyhow, we made it back. Got the girls a drink of water. Hi, Tip. Got them a bowl of water. Got Bunny gnawing on some milk bones, because that's just the way we roll. Huh. All right, well, I'm gonna get these guys hooked up and make sure they got enough water, and hopefully that snow is showing up. Pretty cool, huh? Hell yeah. All right, later. All right, so right there is the bridge. Right back over that hill, and then right back up there is where I was. But you can see the weather is taking a little bit of turn for the better. I love snow, so it don't bug me. But I'm hitting that time where I gotta go get the kid. So anyway, that was fun, but it was also depressing. All right, later.